race 9 today, number 14, a late one. And Sentimental Hero goes up, joins them, and they're now set to run. The first of the pinnacles for 2023, and they're off, they're racing. And Bruce Almighty anticipated the start sweetly, won the break. Mountain Ash looking to burn him off though, and Cheval de Varga was into stride very quickly, and so 3 across the track in the early part. A length and a half behind those. Classic Row going up to sit outside of Above the Peg, followed further back behind them Holy Enchantment. Sentimental Hero with only the one behind it, He Always, as they head towards the riverside with 1100 to go, and Young Campbell has gone to the lead now with Mountain Ash, and so the favourite pricked his ears up in front, leads the way from Cheval de Varga, who's gone a bit keenly. Over on the inside, Bruce Almighty, the early pacemaker, now third, following Mountain Ash. Classic Rogue running fourth, Above the Peg is fifth. 3/4 of a length away, Holy Enchantment being followed by Sentimental Hero, and last He Always without any change at all to the order. They're going along at a good even gallop, and the lightly weighted favourite Mountain Ash making play here at the 650, led more than a length on Cheval de Varga. Bruce Almighty, most of these coming off the bridle, coming into the turn. Classic Rogue fourth, Above the Peg behind those, followed by Holy Enchantment. Back behind them, Sentimental Hero, desperately ridden, coming into the turn. Still last He Always as they set sail for the judge. The fave first now into the home turn, led by a length and a half. Mountain Ash from Bruce Almighty. Cheval de Varga the first to come under pressure. Down the outside, Holy Enchantment. It's still Mountain Ash though, with 150 to go. It led by a length. Bruce Almighty, Holy Enchantment, Sentimental Hero. He Always coming down the outside, but Holy Enchantment hits the lead. Holy Enchantment in the shadows of the post has picked up Mountain Ash. Sentimental Hero flashing through from last He Always, right there with it. Bruce Almighty couldn't quite come on. In behind them next, Classic Rogue. Cheval de Varga pulled a bit hard in the early stages of the event, and Above the Peg weakening right back there to finish stone motherless last. It's Holy Enchantment first up. Holy Enchantment was 12 into 9.50 late, but on return for trainer S.J. Miller, and Brad Parham has picked up Mountain Ash. In the final bound or two, Sentimental Hero running on from the back in company with He Always. They went along in what looked to be a very steadily run 1600, and we wait for the full list of the numbers to now to be declared. Playing God, gelding, Holy Enchantment out of Majantic, owned by Stephen Miller, Glenn Montague, R. Wilson, T. Sanders, Arthur Barrett, Dana Barrett, Gareth Hull, and Brad Parham aboard the winner. Takes out the opening event from Mountain Ash, the Safeguard 8 Roses gelding, trained by Danny Morton, ridden by Luke Campbell. Sentimental Hero, number 4, Matty Derrick by Al Maher from Sentimental Star, prepared by Michael Grantham. So the interim numbers are 8, 7, 4, 2, 8, 7, 4, 2. The infield board not operating at this stage. 5th, number 3, He Always. In fact, Bruce Almighty clinching 4th from He Always. And it's a neck and a half a length, the neck by half a length. Those margins there, a time is still to be confirmed for the 1600 of the first on the card. But for Holy Enchantment, win 4 from 23 and scoring on return this afternoon for S.J. Miller and Brad Parham in the last bound. Great effort over the mile for a first up appearance. The Petaluma handicap is race 2 here at 111 over 1600 again. Luke Campbell rides number 4 in Black Spirit from the winning stable of the first, that of S.J. Miller. There are the numbers now, interim placings, 8, 7, 4, 2, as we head downstairs and catch up with Lockie Taylor, who's in the yard, and with part owner and winning trainer, S.J. Miller.
Thank you, Darren. Sure am. S starting off a big day for the stable in the right manner. Holy Enchantment, he was first up here this afternoon. He opened up at a very big price, and he was really well backed, especially with the WOP late. Did you have a degree of confidence coming into today off that one trial?
Yeah, look, he's come back pretty good this campaign, and we've done a lot of work with him. And his trial was good the other day, and I expected him to run pretty well first up.
He's a horse that you've always had some time for. He's now a 6-year-old, but has still only had 23 starts now. Do you still think it's taken him a little while for the penny to drop, and we still may not have seen the best of him just yet?
Yeah, I'd have to agree with you. He's had a lot of issues with his feet and that, and give him a decent spell this time, and he's come back really good. So, you know, cross our fingers, and hopefully he can just keep on progressing.
Is he on a Perth Cup path from here on in?
Oh, look, we'll probably look that way, but main thing is he pulls up sound and can pick up a couple of more races, you know, for me and the owners.
As I said, a big day for the stable. Black Spirit in the next, Sam Fabrizio in race number 3, and stable favourite Magnificent Annie in the Peters. Out of those 3, which is your best chance?
Oh, look, probably Magnificent Annie, but the others have travelled up good, and they're all fit and well and ready to go to the races.
Well done. Good to see you in the winner's circle nice and early.
Thanks very much.
There's SJ Miller after the win of Holy Enchantment first up, and Scott, a horse that S has always had plenty of time for, and it might just be the preparation that the penny drops and we see him put it all together.
Well, exactly right, Lockie, and he takes full advantage of those 7 or 8 ratings points that he's dropped in the last preparation, so he picks up 4 of those back today, but he's still going to race below his peak rating. So I'm expecting here that he's in for a nice campaign, and Bradley Parnham looks like he's in for a nice carnival all of a sudden, because he's riding winners left, right and centre. He's given himself the reverse mock, and now he's the best man. He's the hottest man in town. Bradley, Holy Enchantment, that seems like he's back to somewhere near his best.
Yeah, for sure. I was just saying that to the owners walking back in. He sort of early on, you know, probably going back a couple of years, he was racing like that, and, you know, we really liked him. And then SJ had a bit of trouble with him. I think it was his feet, to be fair. I'm not 100% sure, but he just never quite came back and was showing any turn of foot. He was not racing terrible, but not racing at his best. And he's come back this time a lot better. And, yeah, that was definitely the Holy Enchantment of old.
Back in his 3-year-old days, I think he ran a ripping race in a 3-year-old Magic Millions at 1,200 metres, but now he has to be first up a mile because it looks like he's always looking for ground.
Yeah, he has developed into a horse looking for ground, but in saying that, he actually travelled quite strong throughout today, and there was no breeze around, so because he was travelling well, I wanted to sort of get as close to the front as I could before straightening, because I thought it might have been a bit tricky to make ground, and fortunately I was able to do that. I sort of got within striking distance, and he was really good at the end.
Magnificent Andy later on, thoughts on him?
He'll go good. He's drawn a good barrier, so yeah, drawn to get a good run, and yeah, it's obviously a handy little field, but I think he's up to it.
Congratulations, well done.
Thank you.
Brad Parnham wins the first aboard Holy Enchantment, who was specced in betting, 13 into 950. So a couple of nice bets landed there for Stephen Miller. Numbers confirmed on race 1, 8, 7, 4 and 2.
Told him